Hell no, what the hell going on in Atlanta? I don't know. Who is that supposed to be? Wait, hang on. Is that Sephiroth? It is. See, I only vaguely recognize the name, all right? I've never played anything where he has shown up, or seen anything where he has shown up. I think the one wing is really funny, though. I don't see him with two wings in any piece. Is it seriously just the one? Sorry, I'm just looking at images of Sephiroth now. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe Atlanta is deserving of this kind of punishment. Is he a bad guy? You see, it's weird that I know his name and vaguely know where he shows up in places, but I have no idea a single thing about him, or his motivations, who he really is, and if this is a dangerous thing. If him being here is dangerous or not. What I'm thinking about when I'm waiting at the bank? My finances. Battling imaginary bank robbers. Well, that's 100% you, dude. The day of the bank robbery is far behind us. I mean, they still happen, for sure, even though it seems like banks don't have money in them anymore, which is a weird thing to think about. The last time I tried to withdraw a lot of money to, like, buy a car, this was years ago. I wanted to withdraw cash, and they're like, well, we can't give you that at all. I was like, excuse me, what do you... I know that, like, banks can't all be expected to have $1 trillion in cash in a vault in the back or whatever, but I kind of freaked out a little bit hearing that I just cannot actually get my money. Like, what am I supposed to do if I want it and I need it for something? Sure, there are alternate ways to pay in cash, which sounds funny. Those stupid cashier's checks, wire transfers, whatever. But it just seems a little crazy that if I needed a large sum, I can't get it. Shall we try that thing tonight? Sure. You idiot, I said beads. Maybe you should have gotten them then. If you were the one who wanted to do this little experiment, maybe you should have gotten the beads that you wanted then, all right? Besides, I mean, look at him. Your husband's an idiot. I'm sorry. He just looks like an idiot. Look at this guy. Look at that goddamn face, okay? He doesn't know any better. You're putting far too many expectations on that guy to hear you correctly or interpret what you want correctly, okay? Plus, furthermore, what in the world is wrong with anal bees, okay? There ain't nothing wrong with anal bees. Just so long as the bees are also willing participants, which they can't be, so checkmate, motherfucker! I knew it. I knew it. You were about to agree with me because you're insane! I got you. I got you, didn't I? This is Bob. Bob has no arms. Knock, knock. Who's there? It isn't Bob. He reminds me of that very, very short-lived comment trend. Not the actual man himself, but Bob on the shirt. The little stick figure Bob. Reminds me of that short-lived comment trend on YouTube where people were posting Bob everywhere. This is Bob. Bob changes his opinions based on facts and new information. Be like Bob. Stuff like that, you know? I know you guys saw it. We all saw it. Also, it's actually kind of interesting. So the man has no arms. Seems like he's doing pretty well, despite, you know, what his circumstances are. I was looking at his legs going, why does he have a wristwatch and a phone holder down on his legs? And then, you know, I remembered, Bob has no arms. That's impressive. See, like, people overcome the craziest stuff. I wouldn't be able to overcome not having any arms. I'm not flexible enough. I cramp up all the time. It's just, I would not do well, okay? But it seems like Bob here is killing it, and that's pretty sick. Okay, it's the Easter Bunny. What, you think I have some kind of clever name for him? No, I don't have a clever name for him. The Easter Bunny is for everyone, okay? So, I would like to know what he put in the eggs, you know? Not everybody likes jelly beans and Starburst and 50 cents, okay? What did this bunny, or what did he put in the eggs in this particular area? I want to know what's like the treasure of choice for your Easter eggs, all right? Because we're all different, okay? I'm very curious. You know what? In mine, he could put an entire can of Full Throttle in one of the eggs. That would be super cool. Isn't a capybara or a capybara, that's not how they're pronounced anyway, just a dire guinea pig? A dire guinea pig? Wow. That's something I never thought I'd hear or read in my lifetime. But you're right, they're huge. They're massive. I mean, look at them. Two peas in a pod. Are they actually? They've got to be related, right? Species-wise, they totally are. I mean, look at these guys. They're identical. Although I will say, I wish capybaras had colors or like fur colors like that. You know? That almost calico-like, I'll call it print. Yeah, the pattern that grows in their fur. I kind of wish that they had like those silly patterns. It'd be really, really cute. I think it'd be cool as hell if it actually was down to the pattern, just the big bro, you know? All right, let's see. What do we got here at this place? Mozzarella tower? Flash fried mozzarella with marinated tomato, basil, and balsamic reduction? What, a mozzarella tower. Okay. Pub dip. A warm cheese dip served with fresh dough or chips. Chicken wings. Market price. Okay. 1 pound of seasoned baked chicken wings tossed in your choice of pineapple, red pepper glaze, or... I'm so hungry now, guys. Cheese bread. A garlic butter base and 4 cheese blend with a side of tomato sauce. I don't think this place knows what vegan items are. Or are they supposed to be vegetarian? Because if they're vegan, I think they f***ed up on the pub dip and the cheese bread. But if it's just vegetarian, I guess it's okay. But market price chicken wings is standing out the most to me. What the hell? If I go to a pub and anything on their menu is market price, I'm probably gonna go, dog, because what in the world? I'm not gonna pay some sliding scale of economies for chicken wings, all right? I'll give you $20. You give me a bunch of chicken wings, that's it. This has got to be as simple as possible, all right? Imagine ordering a side of french fries that are market price. Can you freaking imagine, man? Look, I know it's the future. We live in the future. Things are different now. And you boomers do not realize just how good y'all had it. Got pulled over in Wyoming. Not sure why the officer was so surprised he didn't find anything illegal. Why they were surprised they didn't find anything illegal? Okay. Oh, what the hell is this? Also, man, you are definitely far from the first person to get pulled over going through Wyoming. I think they have the fastest, like, standard highway speed in the United States. I think it's like 80, maybe 85. I really doubt 85, but I know I've seen 80 miles per hour. But what the hell is this thing, man? You're traveling with a magician's grandfather clock? That's fantastic. Of course he wasn't gonna find anything. That's really fun. You guys took it all the way out of the fucking car? What was the cause for you getting it out? Did he force you to? Hey, you got a grandfather clock back there. I need you to open it up. I want to make sure you don't have any cocaine in it, all right? How cool it is versus your age. Skateboarding, living alone, complaining about young people, juuling. What? Being good at patty cake, being told that you look older, celebrating your birthday. All right, let's see here. So I can barely read this shit. It's too much on one graph for my damn eyes, okay? If they were all separate graphs, that would really do me wonders because I'm colorblind and can't tell which one is which. I can't. Like, I can see that they're all different colors and I could probably guess-ish. Skateboarding is the obvious one. That one's really funny. But I can't tell the rest. I can't. I'm sorry. Jeez. Coolness versus age. Okay, it's not versus, but anyway, I don't know. Stuff like this drives me nuts because I have a slight disability with differentiating colors, okay? So you need to help me out here. Just make it a little bit easier for people like myself, okay? My eyes don't work so good. Not only do I have to have glasses now, but the color thing is not going to get any better for me going down the line. It's just not gonna. Pope Francis dead at 88. Untitled video made with Clipchamp 1. Thanks, KMPH Fox 26 News. Wait a minute, hold on. I'm gonna look this up. Clipchamp, quick and easy video editor. Okay, so it's a video editor. Gotcha. A news station is using this? They're using this? Really? I'm sorry, I'm just kind of surprised. It's interesting to see another video editor because over the course of my life, I've only ever used like 3. I mean, I started with iMovie, moved to Final Cut 7, then moved to Final Cut X or 10 or whatever the hell you want to call it, and then eventually moved over to Premiere and never looked back for the most part. And DaVinci's out there. DaVinci rules. Really hardcore, but it's a little obnoxious in the way it's set up. But I figured one of those would be used. Like, if you need a cheap one, news stations, can you just, use DaVinci? This is a Microsoft-owned thing? Sorry, as someone that's been using video editors their entire goddamn lives, that's of course what I'm going to be paying attention to, and not the Pope being dead because he met somebody 7 hours before his death that was so horribly f***ing crap that he just had to go. He had to go so he could confer with God. Justin Vance, man. That man was so unpleasant. He had to go make sure personally that God got the message that that dude ain't welcome. All of the DMVs in the US with the upcoming Real ID requirement deadline approaching. So, I've been wondering about this. I need to look into it a little bit more because I could have sworn that my Colorado license is and has been for many years now a Real ID, whatever the hell. Like they swapped over some time ago. I need to double check that though, because I don't want to be caught out with, I don't even know what the hell this is. Is it a TSA requirement thing? What is Real ID? I'm gonna Look that up. I've been hearing more about it. An act of 2005? An act of Congress that establishes requirements that driver's licenses and identification cards issued by U.S. states and territories must satisfy to be accepted for accessing federal government facilities, nuclear power plants, and for boarding airline flights. What? Man, so I need a special kind of ID to be able to fly or visit a nuclear power plant, right? Are you real ID ready? You know what? Really quick, I'm just going to skip ahead and see if I'm real ID ready or not. All right, cool. I guess I don't have to worry about it because I guess Colorados are already ready to go. If you've got a Colorado ID and it has a star on it, there you go. That means you're set. Very, very weird and quite frankly, stupid. But hey, what do you know? Whatever. Planned such a good Easter egg hunt. My 35-year-old husband loved it. We have no children. You don't have to have children in order to enjoy the silly holidays that you probably enjoyed more in your youth. All right? Just because you're 35 years old doesn't mean you can't be silly and hide eggs and make people smile and do all of that. But that is great. That is that is adorable. This is the type of marriage we should all strive to have. The type of relationship we should all strive to have. Whether it's in a marriage or just in a partnership, you know? This is what you want. To be able to enjoy this sort of thing and enjoy doing this sort of thing for someone else. It's a little silly. Sure, it's whimsical. I'm gonna keep using whimsy and silliness forever. Those are like the two most important things in the world to me now, especially whimsy. Let's all be a little goddamn whimsical. It's like being mindful. Be mindful and be whimsical. You'll care a lot more about things. And cringe culture will die out with the people that think that that shit's real and important. How a bunny became part of Easter. Oh, I see now. No, I'm sorry. I don't accept this one. The reason I don't accept this one is because South Park already gave us the truth like 15 years ago or something crazy like that. I think it was like season 8, 9, maybe 10, something like that. We're on 27 or 28 now or something crazy, so keep that in mind. But yeah, I'm pretty sure South Park got it right all those years ago, okay? St. Peter was a rabbit. Okay, right? You following me? Now, I'm not going to spill all the beans right here, but if you know where to go, and I'm pretty sure South Park can be viewed for free in some places, go check it out. Go check it out. Look, they're completely right. Okay, they got it all correct in my opinion. Okay, what the hell happened to the last one? What'd you do? Did you scare the hell out of it as it was laying the egg? What happened? Oh, man. It is crazy that it's been an entire week since Easter as of me recording this. Look, I can work quick, but I can only work as quick as I am given the stuff to work with, okay? So I'm sorry that you're probably actually getting this video another week past the point of me recording it, because much like I can only work so quick, the editors can only work so quick, okay? So I'm sorry it's been like 2 weeks since Easter, but here you go. It's fun to sort of recap how our holidays went. Now, isn't it? Sure as hell it better be fun. That's what we're all here to have at EmKay. That's what we've been having for the past 6 years. I mean, Damien was here the first year, I've been here the next 5, so you know. We've been here a while, being silly, getting silly with it, okay? I wonder when I'm gonna hit 2,000 of these videos done. I'm really, really curious. I wanna know, because I think I'm at 1,600 or 1,700 right now. I wanna keep on going. Okay, I wanna see that number cross the 2,000 threshold before either I retire of old age or otherwise, all right? But yeah, that egg got f***ed up. I love circling back around to the actual image after rambling for a minute. I find it plenty funny. Artist, war elephants, your majesty? Of course I have seen them. Oh god, this is going to be the most monumentally scary looking creature ever drawn or painted or otherwise, isn't it? Okay, not quite scary, but I will say a lot smaller than I would have imagined a war elephant to be. And are there children riding on its back? They're really tiny. So I'm imagining the guy on the ground is a full-grown man. Let's say 5'8", 5'9". I think people were way short, probably even shorter than that. Let's say 5'5", 5'6", at most. That's how big that guy is. If this is Middle Ages, right? So the guys in there have gotta be at least a foot to a foot and a half shorter. So they're very tiny. And then this elephant that I would imagine has to be fully grown, which just for the sake of argument, that would be about 13 feet. So 8 to 13 feet at the shoulder. Okay, so Jesus, everything is out of proportion here. It's a little bit messed up, I'd say. And it looks more like an aardvark with tusks. I'll say that. And it doesn't even really look like an aardvark. It's just the super long not trunk. There's a whole mouth. There's a jaw down there that's following it. So it's just messed up all around. I love medieval, Renaissance, classical paintings because that dude doesn't even look bothered. He's being trampled by a war elephant, and he's so relaxed. It's almost like this is an inconvenience, but not in the way that you would think. He's about to be killed. Nah, it's just, shit, I left the oven on. That's what it looks like. That's what that face is giving off. But hey, they did better on making the war elephant painting than I would have. We know that for sure. Email from teacher. What's he done now? Dear parents of Vincent, it's class-wide. Friendly reminder! Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, I never thought about it that way. Because of course your mind is immediately going to go to, what did my kid do now? Oh my God, that little shithead. And then it turns into, relief. My mom was always getting emails specifically about me, though, or phone calls, or getting notes that were taken home. I think it's great. When I look back on those times now, all I can think is, man, so undiagnosed with autism as a kid, I was mistreated by every fucking teacher I ever had. I was treated like shit. I was being told time and time again that I was being an asshole. I was doing wrong. I was bad. Someone called me evil at some point. As a tiny child in 1st and 2nd grade and kindergarten, I was just horribly mistreated. So it sucks to look back on. I'm glad that I now know there's a reason that I have felt the way I have felt. It just sucks to finally know why, and then it opens up this floodgate of, I was just abused and abused and abused and abused my whole goddamn life. That's so awesome. I bet they would have been a lot nicer to me if they knew what was going on. Probably not, if I'm being real. 6 easy exercises that anyone can do. Trying to get up from the couch. Staggering home drunk. Patiently standing in a queue. Checking if your feet are still there. Covering your ears to make the voices stop. Giving up. Well, giving up's not really much of a good workout, I'd say. I do it once a day. It just doesn't really get, the heart going. Not good for cardio, not good for muscle building or anything like that. I will say patiently standing in a queue is a pretty good one, okay? You're natively needing or inherently needing to burn calories every hour that you're alive, right? Standing in a queue will help you burn a couple extra more. And all you gotta do is stand there, all right? I will say, though, Americans, you guys genuinely need to figure out how easy it is to line up. How is it that British people are able to have a point of pride about knowing how to line up, and in America, we don't care at all? We'll just create giant fucking crowds next to something rather than lining up. And when we do line up, we specifically line up in the way. We don't go, well, if we line up like this, we'll be out of the way so people can still get by. No, we just block thoroughfares, get in the f***ing way, and then act pissy when a store employee or otherwise comes up and says, you guys could line up there because it's out of the way. I don't know. It's not necessarily that Americans don't know how to line up. It's that they do it in the way on purpose. Smart fella, fart smella. Dude, this idea here, evil, okay? Now, there was one single idea that a greedy airline CEO ever came up with that it literally can't happen. You can't do this, and if it ever does happen, I'm sure it won't really come to fruition. But this is way worse in my opinion than I think it was the Ryanair CEO or somebody said, if I could have standing room only on a plane and charge you guys £1 or $1 or whatever it is to go somewhere, I would do it. I would let that happen if you could do standing room. I'd rather have standing room than whatever the shit this is. And what's up with the neck braces? Is this some kind of a roller coaster? What's happening here? But you would catch me dead. You wouldn't catch me dead in one of these seats below, okay? That's bullshit. How do I get the f*** out of that seat to piss? How do I do that? And is this any better? I don't think it is. We need to stop trying to come up with new ways to pack more and more people into the same size aircraft and just let it be what it is right now. How it is gonna be how it is, unless the plane gets bigger. Stop it. Feed the fish. 25 cents? Man, they didn't get that right. Most of those aren't quarters, man. I think I see like 2 quarters in that whole pond, man. This is bullshit. But hey, 25 cents actually isn't too bad to get yourself some fish food and go have a nice 10 minutes out next to the pond, I guess. Make a wish, buddy. What'd you wish for? Was it to be free? You'll never be free. You're here forever. I haven't played Left 4 Dead 2 in maybe 7 years. This was my flashlight. Oh boy. Okay, so before I move to the next image, I'm gonna make a couple of guesses here. Let's think about it. I've had a few weird flashlights before. One of which, I believe, was Coach's head. Like just a big, like, translucent version of his face that would splash on the wall. I've seen anime girl heads. I've seen all kinds of crap. I think I saw Captain America shield once, so I'm gonna go with Coach's floating head. Final answer. You know what? It was a floating head. I was half right. It was Nicolas Cage's floating head. I think, you know what? I'm gonna give myself half. I'm gonna give myself half points on that. Out of 1 point, I get half a point, okay? And if you guessed a floating head, in general, I'll give you a whole point, all right? I just wanted to add some specificity to it. Language. Let's be clear and simple. French. Non. We whisper half the word and moan the rest. We're really gonna play this game? Are we gonna play the making fun of one language game? Like, dude, we can make fun of any language for how stupid it is, okay? Like, look at English, for crying out loud. It's one of the most notoriously stupid languages in the world. Sure, it can be beautiful, it can be great, but for the most part, it's not. It's really obnoxious. And if you have ever had to learn English, especially later on in life, you'll know damn well just how stupid the language is, okay? I'm not saying French is amazing and not worthy of any kind of criticism either. It's just, dude, languages have never truly been clear and simple. They've always had weirdness to them because at a certain point, we all start adding in little spice here, little flavoring over there, slang, you know? If a language is around long enough before it evolves into a completely different language, that's what's gonna start happening, all right? Before, after, wait, is this Lion from Spider-Man 2? He got the weird goth Spider-Man? Or not goth, that's not what, you know what I mean. Asshole Spider-Man from, not Spider-Man 3? Spider-Man 3 is where he came in, right? I don't even know anymore. I need to rewatch the three of them. I don't remember a goddamn thing. I remember that hairstyle, though. Is this Lion? Toby? Is it Toby? Helping Hands Reentry Outreach Centers. Let's see, what the f***? Oh, I see. You're a moron. I know what the logo is, but you cut it off at the stupidest spot possible. How could you have done this? No one looked at this and went, hey, maybe we should redesign this a little bit. Maybe move the entire logo out a little bit more. Maybe have it centered, for the love of God. Hell, if you want to have it cut off like this, have it cut off on the other side. It's not going to look nearly as suspect, you know? This is going to make somebody do a double take. Sure, says more about us if our mind immediately goes to the place that it did in this particular case. But still, most people's minds go weird places immediately. You can't completely blame me, all right? High five. Too slow. All right, let's see. Nice. Nope, I'm sorry. That would have been me. That would have been me, man. I'm such an awkward dork-ass son of a bitch. I would have done the exact same thing. I feel like a lot of us would have, because, let's be real, I don't know why he needs to hold his hand up. It's not like a salute. What are you doing, man? You throw that up? I'm gonna... Damn it, man. Oh, that is adorable. At least she didn't, like, really whack him one, you know what I mean? She didn't do a yeah kind of high five. It was very half-assed. You could tell there was a lot of thought processes going on at the same time, and she was so close to going, oh, nope, I know what this is. I know, nah, dang it, you did it. That is adorable. Actually, really funny, and it made him giggle, all right? That's all that really matters, is that they both found it funny, and that it was caught on camera, so we can make fun of you for the rest of your life. He thought he was alone. He didn't know I was home until he finally realized. Oh, was he embarrassed? Uh-oh. Nope, still hasn't noticed. That's very funny. Oh, that's so funny. Is it pad or is it ice cream? What? Okay, no. Oh, what the hell? I don't know. I don't know at all, and I don't really care to know. My boss's initials. At first, I was wondering why they were so big. Now I'm wondering why, well... All right, let's see here. Oh, okay. That's interesting. I'm sorry, I got nothing for you. That's, It's unique that part of your initial/signature is a little penis. That's cool, man. Go you, I guess. Better handwriting than me, though, just in general. How does the iPhone lock its power button on... Wait, what? How does the iPhone lock its power button on power off? Did you mean, how does the iPhone lock it is button on power off? I read that wrong like 3 times. I'm confused. People forget how fast you did a job, but they remember how well you did it. Feels like a problem. For real, man. I laughed so hard, my head literally exploded. Wow, no kidding. You laughed so hard, your head actually physically blew apart from internal pressure? Say what? Sorry, dude, but people botching simple expressions is a pet peeve of mine. Yeah, well, I could care less about your pet peeves. Oh, you little son of a bitch. What a beautiful pond. You can tell it's man-made. I don't like that exclusive language. Let's say human-made. But you can tell it's because only a Never mind. I just want to start this meeting by reminding everyone that we will all die one day and none of this matters. All right, let's talk Q4. Kids eat free, no minors allowed. Oh, you son of a bitch. It's actually really funny, though. The Florida room? Never mind. In the criminal plumbing system, clogs are considered especially heinous. Dun dun. Yep, plumb and order. That's cute. Keith Richards is the frontrunner to be the new pope, according to Polymarket. Well, no, he's not, and, okay. Be prepared to let go of material possessions. No, I'm not gonna do that at all. I haven't found what they broke yet. Oh, probably your car? My SO had to turn the TV off at the wall while I wait, what? Had to turn the TV off at the wall while I slept on the couch. She had no idea where the remote was. Ah, I see. Gotcha. I'm surprised that you didn't feel that. A review for Edinburgh Zoo. Fun. Saw a lovely big monkey here. My cousin and I had a great day. Unfortunately, he died on the train home, but it was a cool trip. You better not have taken 1 point away for him dying. My wife got mad because I bought this router. That's great, man. It's not 2020, though. Major incident summary. Harry threatened a girl that if she didn't give him her toy, then he would throw his sandwich in her face. She refused, so he threw the sandwich her face. A delicate scale. Yip, yarf, arf. Bark, bork, boof. A delicate scale? Cock! That's all I got for you. These images are actually really stupid. I hate them all. They're stupid. Let's see here. 4 hazelnut shot, 5 sugar, 4 skim. Okay. 4 hazelnut shot, 5 sugar. Okay. This is too much. First post. Saw Snoop Dogg in a museum in where in China today? Huh. That really is Snoop Dogg. How old's this painting? Has he been around a lot longer than we thought? I shall have the Jamaican jerk chicken. Very good, sir. You. Yeah, what does the word jerk actually refer to? Like jerky, where it's dried out? What exactly is it referring to? I've never had Jamaican jerk chicken. I really want to, though. What nice weather. I think I'll stay home. Closed early due to stolen banana. Here at Salt Shack, we pride ourselves on having adequate potassium levels. This is something we take very seriously, and a lesson we try very hard to slide into the public consciousness. However, it is with great regret that at some point today the staff banana appears to have been stolen. We know the banana was here this morning. We are not pointing any fingers, but there have been a series of customers who have entered visibly potassium deficient and left with a suspicious glow about them, which heavily implies banana thievery. Obviously, given the circumstances, we have sent the staff home early for fear of potassium deficiency-related health issues. We know you understand. Please note that we are a small family business and thus share our staff banana throughout the day, meaning that theft of this nature seriously impedes our ability to do business. Thank you for your understanding. Oh, really? I just wanted to go home. Rubbish. Yeah, can you actually put it in the fucking trash bin, though? Like, please?